Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a bit of a TMI video, so if you're squeamish, turn it off or look away, plug your ears because it's going to get a bit nasty. 10 things I wish I knew about postpartum recovery. Number 1, your belly doesn't go back to the way it was instantly. It doesn't just snap back to the way it was. And like, I can remember the first time looking at my belly after giving birth. It looked like a crossover between a deflated balloon and a wet, scrunched up paper bag. Yeah, try and imagine that. Number 2, you will have a weaker pelvic floor. In the beginning, like the first week, actually this went on for quite some time. Some people, they heal differently, but I'm guessing because it's my first child, I took a bit longer to heal. I don't know. For me, my pelvic floor after giving birth was very weak, to be honest. You know, I'm a person that enjoys laughing. Any excuse to laugh, I'm on it. I couldn't quite do that when I gave birth. I remember, was it 2 or 3 days? 3 days. 3 days after giving birth, I was in the hospital, and in my hospital bag I had popcorn, and I was finally getting my appetite back, and I started eating this popcorn. Halfway down the pack, the kernel skin of the popcorn, it went down the wrong hole, so I started to choke and I was stitched up. Can you imagine? Trying not to cough because I felt like I was going to be split open, proper like the parting of the Red Sea. I was so scared. I remember tears started to run down my cheeks. I was trying not to cough. Me trying to signal to TK to pat my back, and he's like, what's wrong with her? I honestly felt like I was gonna die. I felt like I was going to die. Number 3, you can't laugh as easily. I couldn't laugh. I couldn't laugh for a good 2 weeks solid. I couldn't sneeze. I couldn't cough without feeling like I was going to split open down below. I told you it was TMI. Anyways, number 4, the pain is not over once the baby arrives. I thought, okay, labor, got through that. Delivered the baby, okay. No, it doesn't work like that. I started to get Afterpains. I felt it a lot more while I was breastfeeding. Because I had such bad period pains anyway, I feel as though it didn't affect me that much. However, it did affect me enough for me to notice that it was painful. It felt like my period pains. My period pain compared to someone else who's normal period pains is like close to when you reach midway labor pain. So I guess that's why I handled labor a bit better than some, because I've had practice from my extremely painful period pains in the past. Number 5, heavy bleeding. That's another thing I struggled with before giving birth. Not while I was pregnant, no. I just have a heavy flow naturally. After giving birth, yes, I was bleeding a lot. It's like someone switched on a tap. I had to use tenor pads and I would have to change every hour on the hour so that I don't leak out on my bed when I'm sitting down. Oh, that's another one. Number 6, sitting down. I couldn't sit down. I was literally bedridden for like the first 2 to 3-ish weeks. I can only lie down, and if I'm not lying down and in bed, I am standing up. It was so painful to sit down normally like I am now. I literally felt like I was going to split open, just the way I felt when I tried to sneeze or cough. It's all that pressure of the weight of your body just sitting down, and like everything just spreads, and it's just like I can't sit down. You can't get back up suddenly because you will split open. This is not even funny, but looking back at it now, I can laugh because I'm not going through that anymore. It was a struggle, honestly. Number 7, hair loss. I did lose quite a bit of hair around my hairline, and that's like the worst place to lose hair for me personally. I lost a lot around my edges, and it's not even the back, it's just the front, so it's harder to disguise. Wearing your hair up in a bun, yeah, I can't do that for a while now, so I'm gonna have to wait until it grows back out. Number 8, going to the toilet. Oh Lord, going to the toilet, it's such a simple task. Now, when I just gave birth, I didn't go to the toilet until like 2 days after. I was scared, so I would hold it in, and that's like the worst thing to do. It just makes it worse for you when you actually do go to the toilet. It was a painful experience. Peeing was not, surprisingly. It didn't burn. I know for some people it does, but for me it didn't burn. Number 2, no, I just couldn't. I cried the first time I went to do a number 2 after giving birth. It was the worst experience of my life. I think that was more traumatizing than actually giving birth. And I had a pretty traumatic experience giving birth. I tore from the front, not all the way to the back. I think it was a 3rd-degree tear. That was a pretty bad tear, and then they had to cut me as well. I'm gonna have to give you a more in-depth detail of my labor and delivery experience. I have to bring TK to help me tell this story because I can't remember the half of it, honestly. Number 9, breastfeeding isn't gonna be easy. I don't know what I was thinking, really. Actually, I wasn't. I was preparing myself mentally and physically for labor and delivery. I didn't think that I would need to prepare myself mentally for postpartum. I think that's a big deal. It's not something you don't tell people. I wish I knew that. How to deal with healing, how to deal with, you know, just, yeah, healing. Because it actually has an effect on your mental health, definitely, and your physical health, because it's all connected. If you're affected mentally, you're going to be affected physically and spiritually I think that is another video in itself, because yeah, it's pretty deep. I'm gonna have to do quite a few videos discussing these different aspects of what I've had to deal with being a first-time mom. I wish that I wouldn't have been such a people pleaser. I wish someone had told me, you know, you don't have to have visitors all the time, and if you're not feeling physically up for it, you shouldn't feel bad to say, no, I'm not having any visitors, I just want to sleep, I'm tired, leave me alone. Okay, don't say it like that. You just become a first-time mom. You're trying to, you know, get used to it all. You want to bond with this baby. Don't feel pressured. People would want to come and visit because, you know, it's a new baby and everyone's excited. But you need to think about yourself and your family first. Are you feeling well in yourself to have visitors so soon? If you're not, don't feel bad to say no. Don't be afraid to say no. And finally, number 10, anxiety. You're going to experience some sort of anxiety. I experienced anxiety quite bad, actually. So bad that I needed to go back to the hospital a second time. It wasn't so much because of the baby that I had anxiety. It was other issues that was going on. I was embracing having a baby, and I felt as though I couldn't enjoy the baby as much as I wanted to, if you get what I mean. So being in pain because I've had such a traumatic birth, and not being able to have that much time sitting comfortably with a baby, it was extremely painful for me. I couldn't even sit up in bed. I couldn't use the toilet. There's a lot of things I couldn't do, and I felt as though that I just gave birth to a baby to give to other people to look after, and I didn't like that. I wanted to enjoy my baby, and I didn't feel as though I was getting that. And so with all the drama that was happening surrounding that, not going to go into details, it didn't make life any better or easier. So TK called the ambulance. The ambulance came and took me back to hospital, back to maternity ward, and baby had to come with me because he's breastfeeding, and they had to run some tests. I think I'll do that in another video. That is the 10 things that I wish I knew as a first-time mom. If you have any requests that you wish for me to cover, any questions that you wish for me to answer, any tips that you want me to give about being a first-time mom, please comment below this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. That red button you see down below, please hit subscribe. And until next time, have a lovely day, and I will see you in my other video. Bye. Look who's up. Say hi.